Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your favorite YouTube channel host, me. And where am I? I am on my way to, you're going to love this, you're going to be very excited. I am on my way to Walmart. Surprise, surprise. And I'm going over the mountain, such as it is, directly into the sunlight, such as it is. And anyway, this is August the 1st, 2016, a brand new month, brand new, first day. And this is Park Road 4 between Inks Lake State Park in Texas and Longhorn Caverns State Park in Texas. They're about 8 miles apart, roughly. And anyway, yesterday I did a video about some apps for your smartphone that you might find useful. And one of the things I failed to mention, it's a small matter, but on the clock app on your phone, on your smartphone, of course you can use it as a timer. I mentioned that. But you can also use it as a stopwatch. I don't know many people that have a use for a stopwatch anymore. But I guess if you were checking your blood pressure or something, maybe. I don't know what else. But the timer app comes in real handy. I did another one this morning about an app called Gas Buddy, which is useful. It's a highly rated app. It'll help you find the cheapest gasoline prices. And, that along with Google Maps and directions, you can zip to it, probably save a few bucks a month on gas. So, why am I going to Walmart? I'm going to get me some CO2 cartridges for my BB pistol that I take with me sometimes. Well, now I take it with me all the time when I go walking, because out in this rural area, even though there are laws that try to get people to keep their dogs under control, there are some dogs that just get out, and then there's just some out in the country in central Texas, there's just some wild dogs. Are they aggressive? Not really. Normally they're not. In 12 years of living out here, have I ever been bitten? No. Have I ever been charged by a dog? Yeah, a few times, not many, maybe 3 or 4. And but it's just peace of mind. If a dog runs at you, you can pop him with that BB pistol and not kill him, but you can sure get his attention. Could you kill a dog with a BB pistol? Yeah, you might. You'd have to be a lucky shot, but you might. So anyway, I'm just cruising along here, and that lady flashed her lights at me, so that means there's I guess, either an accident down here or a policeman or something in the road. But on this road, you can't go very fast anyway. I'm going 40. I think the speed limit on this road is about, I don't know, might be 60. I doubt it. But it's a windy road through the hills. It's pretty. I'm never in a hurry when I'm on this road anyway. And I'm eating my dark chocolate almonds, so if you hear me smacking, just forgive me for having terrible manners. I used to have impeccable manners. I used to go to the country club for lunch and even knew which fork to use and how to hold it. You know how I learned to hold a fork correctly? I'll tell you. I grew up in the country. Again, I know you know that. And I was born in 1945. And anyway, the way, we had 3 sit-down meals a day, but we were, my parents were country as you can imagine. I think my father graduated from high school, but my mother didn't. And anyway, I held my fork about like you'd think an old country boy would hold it. I just wrapped my hand around it and dug in, just with my whole fist, you know what I mean? And I would have eaten it with my hands if my parents, at least my parents trained me not to eat with my hands. But in India, that's totally acceptable. However, I had this upper middle class friend, and they had a nice home in town that had central air and heat, and we didn't even have an air conditioner. They had a television and a stereo. Can you imagine that? We didn't have anything. We had a radio. But anyway, every now and then I would go in his house. Sometimes I'd spend the night over at his house. He'd come out in the country and spend the night at my place. That was the way kids did. And one morning they had a little breakfast bar in the dining area. It was actually just a bar because they had a full bar. All the whiskeys and all the stuff. And of course, out in the country where I live, Mother had some Mogan David wine that she used for cooking sometimes. I used to sneak some every now and then. Anyway, but one morning I spent the night with my friend, and we were having breakfast at this little bar, and his mother looked at me and she said, "Rusty, don't you know how to properly hold a fork?" And I thought, shit, you hold it just like you hold a hammer. Damn, just grab hold of it and dig in. Shit, there's nothing to it. Here, you want me to show you? No, anyway. Well, anyway, she came around to my side and she introduced me to the proper way to hold a fork. And from that moment forward, I held my fork that way. Later on, same lady, maybe a year or so later, I was there and they were having some soup. Well, naturally, I just dug in, slurped and did the normal thing I did at home. And then when I got through, I just picked the bowl up and poured the rest of it in my mouth. Well, that was totally unacceptable. So then she proceeded to show me how to properly eat soup with a soup spoon and not to make a hell of a lot of noise doing it. You want me to go around? Got an accident?
Yeah, the wrecker's been on scene for just a couple of minutes, so you're either...
I'm not in a hurry.
Okay, yeah, you can wait here and stand by, or you're welcome to turn around.
You want me to pull off over here?
No, if you're gonna wait, you just sit right here.
I'll just sit right here. I wouldn't have your job for love nor money. Okay.
Fair enough, sir. Yes, sir.
I was drafted in 1967. I was infantry 11B10. And I was in the Peace Corps in 1994 in Mongolia.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, having been in harm's way, I guess you'd say.
Yes, sir.
You guys, particularly today.
Yes, sir.
What has gone wrong, man? Have you ever seen anything like this?
No. It's probably going to get worse before it gets better.
Isn't that terrible, man?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday I did a video about the Constitution of the United States of America. We the people,
yes,
in order to form a more perfect. It goes, but it talks about justice. The rule of law, and without it, we don't have a country.
Yes, sir.
We don't.
Yes, sir.
And for these people, Black Lives Matter and all these other radical sons of bitches. I'm serious.
Yes, sir.
They got to know that their neighborhoods rely on you guys.
Yes, sir.
So I hope they can see my flashers. it's kind of, that's why I hit him when I was coming up, because when you come up that hill, that tree across the road makes it a little difficult to see. Well, is this a bad accident or?
I mean, a lot of damage to the vehicle, but the driver's going to be all right. He was trying to avoid a deer.
And he ran off the road?
Yeah.
Flip it?
Rolled it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Suburban type vehicle?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
I got you.
Yeah, I got through there as quick as possible to get to this side. So.
You know, that's another thing. You guys out here on the highway, you know, you got to go down to those accidents and see see what happens. You know, the reality of
Yes, sir.
of a DUI.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
You know, it's easy for some guys to be critical, but again, you know, walk a mile in my shoes, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
Like all that firepower and stuff you got around you, I'd have more.
Fair enough.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
Do you wear a vest?
Yes, sir.
Good. You wear it all the time?
Absolutely.
Are they hot?
Absolutely.
I know. God, when I was in Vietnam, the vests they wanted us to wear were much worse than what you got.
Oh yeah, those old flak jackets.
Yeah,
huh?
that's right. They were heavy, and you know, a lot of guys would just, you know, leave them unfastened. Well, yeah, you know, you were suffering. The humidity was high, the heat was high, and but me, I mean, yeah, did I sweat? Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I used to get rash, but no, man. You know, just one time is all it takes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And you never know when that could happen. See that, you know, you guys, you run that risk every second.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got to figure out a way to. The hardest thing we had to do was figure out a way to vent. You know, to let the stress out. You know, because you just kind of explode.
Right.
But did we drink a lot? You bet.
Fair enough.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, PBR. Yeah, PBR also means Patrol Boat River.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it also means Pabst Blue Ribbon. We used to have mountains of cans, you know. And yeah, when we got a chance, and a lot of the guys would do morphine. You know, we had these little capsules with needle.
Yep.
Well, they'd bargain for them and get a few of them and shoot up.
Yeah.
And but anyway, you know, another thing. I was in Victoria, Texas, for several years, and I used to know some of the people on the police force and the deputies, and we'd go play golf. And they had a party house out in the country, and they would go there, and they had a full bar and all kind of stuff. They had a shooting range out back. It was on this rancher's land. He let them use it, and that was their place to go vent.
Yeah.
And they did, because they could say anything, and none of it was going to be recorded, or you know, no smartphone crap. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, you could actually be a human.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, how long you been on the force?
I've been doing this 10 years. I'm in my 10th year.
10 years.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about that crap in Dallas? You didn't like it at all, I bet.
A lot about it.
No, I hear you. Well, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Because you know that was terrible.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, it's different. You know, it's when I came in, I started in '06, and you know, I knew that things had changed.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years when I came in. And,
right.
You know, it's a different world.
Yes, it is. It is.
I think it's going to get worse.
You know, and that's terrible. You know, there's got to be, and it's mostly, it's like you've got a brush fire and somebody's fanning it.
Absolutely, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And the people doing the fanning are the news media, in my opinion.
Yeah. If
they would shut up and quit making celebrities out of these, what I would call criminals, then I think it would slow down a little bit. But as long as they can get media recognition, or hell, they're basically promoted by the media. They moving?
All right, sir. Hey.
Yeah.
Welcome home. Thank you for your service.
You bet. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ready to go?
Yes, sir. You're clear.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Good luck to
I
you.
appreciate your support.
Hey, you bet. You got it, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that was interesting, accidental little video. We just got to interview a sheriff's deputy out here. They had an accident right down the hill here. They're supposedly taking the car away now. No one was killed, but apparently a man swerved to miss a deer and flipped his automobile, and we're going to pass right by it. But as I told that deputy, I don't know how long this has gone on, I don't care really, but as I told that deputy, they have such a stressful job that, and these people here, these guys here are from the volunteer fire department in my little neighborhood, and this is what they do. A lot of people call them rednecks and all kind of crap, but there they are. They got a little oil spill on the road and they're taking care of it. These are the kinds of jobs that people talk about and criticize, but get out there and do it for a while, folks. Go out there and unbuckle a few dead bodies and see what you think. And then go, open a car door and the beer cans come falling out and there's 4 kids dead in the car. Minor problem, folks, minor problem. Well, that was kind of interesting, wasn't it? Got a little accident on the highway. This is Park Road 4 in Central Texas, USA. This is August the 1st, 2016, live. See, you guys, you just got to realize how, do I have variety? You get a variety of different videos. Hell, I'm surprised. Isn't that terrible? That guy there, that deputy, he's been a deputy for 10 years. 10 years. I mean, think about it, man. Every day he gets up, goes out, does his shit. I mean, and then the media criticize him, for being a little, they walk up to a car window and a guy's reaching in the seat or under the seat, pulls out a BB pistol. How the hell does he know it's a BB pistol? You got me? And then the officer, what he thinks is self-defense, shoots the individual. And then you got Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Well, come on, guys. All lives matter. Shit. Get away from that. Get off of that sucking your thumb baby shit. But anyway, that was interesting. I hope y'all could hear that. You should have been able to. His voice might have been a little light. Maybe you missed the conversation. I hope not. I hope you got some of it. But it was a sheriff's deputy. There was an accident at the bottom of a hill. Again, a guy had swerved to miss a deer and flipped his car. Didn't kill him. Injured him somewhat. Apparently he had to be taken to, the driver of the car had to be taken to the hospital. The vehicle had to be towed off. And of course they wait till they get the highway totally clear. And this is a 2-lane highway. Had it been a 4-lane, they would have diverted traffic around to the vacant, or the clear lane, and traffic would have continued. But on this 2-lane highway, they didn't have any choice but to shut it down. And but if there's a death, if that guy had been killed, they shut the road down. They'll shut it down entirely for hours until the investigation is completed, and then they'll open it back up. But again, I'm on my way to Walmart to get some CO2, and that little event just kind of popped up. So what are we going to call this video? Well, it was just a little bitty car. I saw it just being towed away there. It was a small vehicle. Can't tell what kind. But it is definitely wrinkled. The guy's lucky. There's a rule up here I have, and of course a lot of people live up here in this hill country where there's a lot of deer. The rule is, better a dead deer than a dead you. Don't swerve, hit the deer. I mean, if it's far enough away so that you can avoid the deer, then obviously, you can take evasive action and avoid contact. But, in most cases what happens is the deer will run across the road. The driver of the vehicle will think that that's the end of that. but it may be 3 or 4 deer, and they're not going to stop. Once they're committed to crossing that road, they're going. That's it. They can't see in the daylight. I mean, they can, but it's like us at nighttime. They can't see hardly at all. Their eyes, the deer's eyes are huge. Their eyes are designed for night vision, not day vision. So, anyway, I'll get out of this thing now. But let's see, groceries. I got to get some gas. What an interesting day. Not interesting talking to that guy. I hope I got the sound and y'all be able to hear the whole thing. And anyway, this is Rusty, Central Texas, USA, August 1st, 2016. Thumbs up to you guys. Adios, carpe diem, and bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. I got to work on that tomorrow. So enjoy your day. Enjoy the whatever. Bye-bye.